You already know this person is wrong for you. You knew it the moment you met them. And yet something in you, quiet, ancient, completely beyond your control, locked onto them like a magnet finding north. Why does this keep happening? It is not bad luck. It is not a pattern you consciously chose. According to Carl Jung, the people you are most powerfully drawn to are almost never chosen by your conscious mind. They are chosen by something underneath it. Jung called this force the anima and the animus. Every person carries inside them a hidden inner image of the opposite. If you identify as male, your unconscious holds a feminine figure, the anima. If you identify as female, it holds a masculine figure, the animus. This image is not something you invented. It formed slowly, shaped by the first relationships you witnessed, the emotional environment you grew up in, every interaction that taught your developing mind what love looks and feels like. And that image is what you project onto strangers. This is what Jung called projection. It is automatic. It happens before thought. You meet someone, and within seconds your unconscious scans them for resemblance to that inner image. When the match is close enough, the feeling hits. You call it chemistry. You call it a spark. But what you are actually feeling is recognition, not of them, of a part of yourself you have never consciously met. Robert A. Johnson, a Jungian analyst, described it this way: falling in love is almost always the experience of projecting your own soul onto another human being. The ecstasy you feel is not really about them. It is about encountering for the first time something that lives inside you. That is why the feeling is so overwhelming. And that is why it so often leads somewhere painful. Because the person you projected onto is real. They are flawed. They are not the image. No one ever is. The moment they fail to be the soul figure you cast them as, something in you reacts with disproportionate pain. Not because of what they did, but because the projection is breaking. Think about a relationship that destroyed you. Think about how inexplicably intense it was from the beginning. How you felt seen in a way you never had. Now ask, what did they represent to you? What quality did they carry that you had never allowed yourself to fully own? Jung believed the anima and animus always hold what the ego has suppressed: your unlived life, the emotions that were not safe to feel, the freedom you never gave yourself. When you meet someone who embodies those qualities, your unconscious does not experience it as attraction. It experiences it as the return of something lost. This is why you can feel desperate need for someone you barely know. And this is why the wrong person can feel more right than anyone who actually is. Marie-Louise von Franz, Jung's closest collaborator, warned that as long as you are unconscious of your anima or animus, it will operate like a compulsion. You will not choose partners. You will be chosen by a pattern. The same wound will wear a different face. The same dynamic will play out in a different apartment. And each time it ends, you will wonder how you ended up here again. The exit is not willpower. The exit is not better dating strategy. The exit is consciousness. When you can look at the person you are dangerously attracted to and ask not just who are they, but what do they represent to me? Something shifts. The projection does not disappear, but you begin to see it as a projection. And in that moment of seeing, you have a choice you did not have before. James Hollis, a contemporary Jungian analyst, wrote that until a person makes the unconscious conscious, the unconscious will govern their life and they will call it fate. The relationships that felt fated, the ones that unraveled you, were not fate. They were the unconscious speaking in the only language it knows. The language of urgency, of longing, of "I have never felt this before." The qualities that drew you most powerfully to the wrong person are usually the qualities you most need to develop in yourself. The freedom, the emotional depth, the confidence. Whatever it is, that is yours. It was always yours. It was simply living outside of you, waiting to be recognized. Every love that broke you was also trying to show you something about yourself that you had not yet been able to see. You already know this person is wrong for you, and now you know why you chose them anyway, and what your unconscious has been trying to return to you all along.